Hi everybody, this is Boogass Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the brand new Neca Ultimate Gargoyles Elisa Maza figure. So before we take a look at Elisa, let's take a look at all of the accessories that she comes with. So first up, she comes with the closed wings for Brooklyn, and these look very nice. They don't sit on him the best because my Brooklyn's left wing broke, but I will be leaving this on him because his wings feel very fragile, especially after breaking. Up next, she comes with Cagney the cat. And the fur on this is sculpted very nicely. And the face is painted very nice as well. Actually does have a ball jointed head that can look up just a little bit, down just a little bit, and move side to side. This is a very cool accessory. Up next, she comes with a set of fisted hands. Up next, she comes with trigger finger hands, but she doesn't come with any guns. And I think that is absolutely crazy. Maybe that's a mandate from Disney, because with Marvel figures, they never get realistic-looking guns anymore. They're always weird-looking Nerf guns or something like that. So maybe that's a mandate from Disney. But I would have preferred just like some relaxed hands, because it looks funny that she has trigger hands and no guns to put in her hand. Up next, she comes with an alternate right hand for holding the flashlight and the flashlight itself. Looks very nice. The only sort of paint detail it has is a little bit of a yellowish color there on the end and red for the button there. Up next, she comes with an alternate left hand for holding her badge and her badge. She does hold it pretty well, but I'm definitely afraid I'm going to lose this because it's a very tiny accessory, so definitely be careful with that. Up next, she comes with her standard head sculpt and her relaxed hair, and this looks very nice. I think Neca did a very awesome job on this, and the hair is sculpted very nicely. I love that blue shading that they gave it. That looks really good. Now, the strangest thing with this is whenever you switch the heads out, you also switch the hair out. So first you have to take her hair off, which looks very strange, and then you have to pop her head off to put the new head sculpt on. Up next, she comes with her smiling head sculpt. Up next, she comes with her smirking head sculpt and her alternate hair piece. And I think this is the way I prefer to leave the figure. I just love the way the sculpt on this hair looks, the way it looks like it's floating in the wind. That looks amazing. The hair on this just looks so good, and you can switch the hair to any of the head sculpts. The hair and all of the head sculpts are swappable. So if you want this completely smiling head sculpt with the flowing hair, you can do that. So yeah, it is a little bit strange popping her hair and her head off, but I think it works really well because you can create a bunch of different looks and stuff for pictures. I think this is going to be great for pictures, having the different options for hair and her head sculpts. So Neca did a very awesome job on that. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the figure. Neca did a very good job at sculpting and painting Elisa. She looks very nice. You can see by her shirt right here, a little bit of black paint got on her skin tone right there, but that's a minor blemish. The sculpt to her jacket looks very nice. You can actually see the stitch work on it, and it has some subtle dark red shading to it. That looks really good. You can tell right here, some shading there on the arms where the wrinkles are sculpted in. That looks really good. I didn't realize that this had so much shading to it till I got it in hand. The shading on this looks amazing. Her pants are also sculpted and painted very nicely. She has some really cool texturing to her pants, and then she has a lighter blue printed over top of the dark blue, giving the jeans an almost acid washed look. That looks very good. And then there you have her boots. There's not much sculpt detail to them, but they still look pretty nice. So now, let's go ahead and go over her articulation. So she has a ball-jointed head that can't really look up on any of the head sculpts because of the way the hair is sculpted. The hair does hinder all of the head sculpt's articulation looking back, so she can't really look back that far. She can look down all the way. She can move her head side to side. She has shoulders that can only move out that far. The shoulder movement is very hindered on mine. I don't know if maybe I soaked her in some hot water, if that would loosen them up a little bit, but yeah, the movement there could be a little bit better. She has a swivel at the bicep, double jointed elbows that can bend all the way in, swivel at the wrist that can move side to side and up and down, a ball jointed diaphragm and waist that can move back very slightly. Can't really move forward at all, but she can move side to side. You can hear the noise it makes when you do that, though. I'm also worried about maybe some of the collar rubbing off on that light blue collar. If you move that very much and it's rubbing like that, I'm afraid it might stain it just a little bit. She has ball-jointed hips that can just about do a complete split. If you notice when I'm moving the figure around, these knee joints feel very gummy. You can see how easy they're moving like that. So I'm worried that after I have her standing up for a while, her joints might eventually just start doing that because they feel really gummy. She can only kick forward that far. Actually, she can only kick forward that far. If you force it, then her leg is going to turn completely sideways, so that is a bit unfortunate. She can kick back that far. She has double jointed knees that can move back all the way, and she has ankles that can move down all the way, up all the way, and ankle rockers. So now, let's do some size comparisons. So first up, here she is next to Goliath. Here she is next to Brooklyn. Here she is next to Armored Xanatos. And finally, there she is next to Demona. So overall, I would highly recommend picking this up. I think Neca did a really good job on this, and I like this figure a lot better than I thought I would. The way the heads and the hair switch out is really different, but like I said, I think it works really well, and I think it'll look really good for pictures being able to switch up the expressions and the hair. The only real downside to Elisa is the articulation is a little bit hindered in some places, and those knee joints feel very, very gummy. If you can tell, the right side is angled just a little bit just from standing there. So yeah, that does worry me a little bit about the future of this figure. But other than that, I do think she's a very cool figure and a nice addition to my Gargoyles collection. So that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.